This is my opinion on every NFL team. Part 1, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are deciding to go with Kenny Pickett as their starting quarterback for the upcoming year. I don't know. That's an interesting decision, especially how the past couple years have been for Kenny Pickett. I mean, of course, he had that 7 touchdowns, 9 interceptions his rookie year. Just his rookie year. And we were expecting a big year from him technically last year, which he didn't quite bring. I'm pretty sure he started either 8 or 9 games, only throwing 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Plus, he's not Justin Fields, where he makes up for those with rushing touchdowns. He didn't have much of those. So Mitch Trubisky started a few games, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks. He was booted. Everybody wanted Mason Rudolph, and Mason Rudolph actually ended up delivering. They were 7-7 after an embarrassing loss to the Cards, and then Mason Rudolph just came out of nowhere, giving us a 34-11 victory against the Bengals. And the next game, he won against the Seattle Seahawks 30-23. So he played some of the best Steelers games all year. And when Kenny Pickett came back in about week 17, he was actually not given the starting job. And the starting job was going to go to Mason Rudolph for the rest of the year, which he ended up winning all 3 games he started, giving the Steelers a 10-7 record. We eventually went into the playoffs to play the Bills, where we did lose 31-17, but in my opinion, it is a better score than Kenny Pickett would have let us to have. I'm a Steelers fan myself, and honestly, watching those Mason Rudolph games were so much better than watching a Kenny Pickett 13-10 victory or a 16-13 loss, where there's just very minimal scoring. With Kenny Pickett as quarterback. Sure, he had the most downs played without an interception, but with all those downs, he only threw 2 touchdowns. Mason Rudolph, I'm pretty sure, 3, I got it backwards. 3 games, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, had much better completion percentage. But still, Omar Khan said he had full faith in Kenny Pickett, which, honestly, I don't. I do not have full faith in Kenny Pickett. Mason Rudolph is not going to be the backup quarterback. I was expecting to get a quarterback, and I was really excited if we were going to get somebody like Justin Fields. I know it was a low possibility, but Russell Wilson. But I was kind of disappointed to see that Kenny Pickett is going to be our starting quarterback next year. And honestly, I do not think he's going to be our guy. They're going to pull a Zach Wilson, where Robert Saleh just said he had full faith in Zach Wilson, ended up playing garbage, ended up replacing him for a couple games for Tim Boyle and Trevor Siemian, which, So I just, honestly, for the sake of this franchise, for the sake of our season, I honestly hope Kenny Pickett does not do good. Mason Rudolph comes in, and I honestly think Mason Rudolph can help this team a good bit as our quarterback. That is my opinion. Other people might disagree, but comment below what you think.